Alex De Minaur's success on the tennis court isn't just a product of raw talent. His impressive performances, especially his lightning-quick movement and shot power, come from a meticulous focus on rotational training that targets his entire body, particularly the core and arm muscles. This training approach has enhanced both his power and speed, sharpening his ability to execute explosive shots in critical moments. De Minaur's attention to his physical preparation is what gives him a competitive edge, and it is especially evident in his improved forehand and rock-solid backhand. The dynamic nature of tennis, marked by sprints, split steps, lateral movements, and abrupt changes in direction, requires a player's body to be a coordinated powerhouse, capable of delivering speed and precision with every swing. De Minaur's commitment to building a strong, stable, and flexible core has become the backbone of his recent rise, especially in producing the ridiculous power he now generates with his forehand. A robust core allows him to rotate fluidly and harness energy more efficiently, translating into faster racket speed and more consistent shot production. Tennis is a sport that revolves around rotational movements. From the torque generated during a forehand to the twist involved in a backhand or a serve, the ability to rotate with precision is essential. De Minaur's rotational training has transformed the way he moves on the court. The rotational exercises he performs not only work his core, but also engage his whole arm, helping him develop the synergy required to transfer energy from the ground up through his body and into the racket. The forehand, one of his key weapons, especially benefits from this rotational power. A powerful forehand requires a player to rotate their torso, hips, and shoulders in perfect synchronization. With De Minaur's improved rotational strength, he can now generate more force through this sequence, resulting in a forehand that delivers impressive speed and spin. However, due to the flat nature of his forehand stroke, small miscalculations can still cause the ball to clip the net. The precision needed for this kind of flat-hitting technique underscores the importance of core stability to maintain balance and control throughout the shot. In contrast, his backhand has always been a reliable weapon, particularly the down-the-line version, which catches opponents off guard. The rotational strength in his core plays a crucial role here as well. On the backhand side, he needs to rotate his upper body smoothly, while his core stabilizes the motion to ensure his balance and timing are on point. Thanks to his core training, De Minaur's backhand has become even more effective, making it a shot opponents now fear. Speed is a cornerstone of De Minaur's game, earning him the nickname the Speed Demon. His ability to change direction in a split second while maintaining full control of his movement is a testament to his core. A strong core provides stability during rapid shifts in momentum, helping him stay balanced even when his body is moving at high speeds. Whether he is lunging for a drop shot or chasing down a cross-court forehand, De Minaur's core ensures that his body remains centered and aligned. In tennis, players often cover short distances with explosive sprints, followed by abrupt stops and sharp direction changes. These transitions place immense strain on the body, particularly the lower back, hips, and abdominal muscles. Without a well-developed core, these movements can lead to instability, causing a loss of balance or even injury. De Minaur's commitment to core-focused training ensures that he can execute these complex movements seamlessly, staying one step ahead of his opponents. His quick footwork and ability to adjust his body mid-movement are directly related to the power and control he derives from his core. Agility drills are only effective if the body can stabilize itself during the changes in direction. De Minaur's core strength allows him to decelerate efficiently, reorient his body, and push off for his next move with minimal delay, an essential quality in high-level tennis. Balance is often an underrated aspect of tennis performance. Being aware of your center of gravity, especially during high-speed rallies, is essential for executing shots with precision. For De Minaur, core training has not only improved his physical power, but also enhanced his sense of balance on the court. Each time he engages his core, he is better equipped to stay grounded and stable, whether he's hitting a serve, returning a fast-paced shot, or navigating tricky movements at the net. Core engagement ensures that his body remains connected during every swing, preventing unnecessary energy leaks and maintaining efficiency. This is particularly important when De Minaur hits shots on the run, where the challenge lies in staying controlled and precise despite being off balance. By consistently training his core, De Minaur has developed an awareness of his center of gravity, which allows him to remain stable even when stretched to his limits. This balance translates into more powerful and consistent shot making. When De Minaur connects with the ball, the power generated by his core transfers through his racket and into the shot, creating momentum that makes it harder for opponents to handle. A stable core not only enhances his offensive capabilities, but also improves his defense, enabling him to counter his opponent's shots with ease. His lower body strength training has been essential in developing the explosiveness that defines his on-court movement. By focusing on knee stability and leg strength, these workouts have enhanced his ability to generate power from the ground up, giving him the speed and agility to compete at the highest level. Unfortunately, despite his rigorous preparation, De Minaur had to withdraw from Wimbledon 2024 due to a hip injury, highlighting the physical toll that tennis can take. Leg strength plays a crucial role in maximizing stroke power. Players who effectively engage their legs can drive through their shots with more force. However, the real challenge lies in maintaining power even when off balance or in defensive situations. Skills De Minaur has honed through his lower body conditioning. His ability to hit aggressive shots under pressure keeps him in points even when pushed to the limit. Tennis is an intense, repetitive sport demanding both power and endurance. Weight training helps players handle the physical strain of long matches and daily training. While explosive power is essential, muscular endurance is equally important for sustaining performance during marathon matches. Quick direction changes, sprints, and lateral movements place immense stress on the legs, particularly the calves, where muscle fatigue can result in tennis legs. Lower body strength training builds the resilience needed to handle these physical demands and stay competitive. Known as the speed demon, De Minaur's exceptional quickness and precision have transformed him into a formidable force on the court. His ability to cover the court with incredible efficiency, retrieving impossible balls and creating offensive opportunities from defensive positions, has set him apart as one of the best movers in the game today. Through targeted drills that develop agility, speed, and reaction time, De Minaur has turned his footwork into a major weapon, helping him consistently stay ahead of the competition. However, with such intense reliance on speed, some have expressed concerns about the potential long-term toll on his body. Yet, De Minaur's unwavering spirit and never-say-die attitude have endeared him to fans. His fight and determination are as much a part of his success as his athleticism, proving that physical preparation, when combined with mental toughness, can elevate performance to the highest level. Agility is an essential trait for tennis players, as matches require constant acceleration, deceleration, and rapid changes in direction. During rallies, players must respond to unpredictable ball trajectories and anticipate their opponent's moves. De Minaur's agility drills have improved his ability to adjust his foot placement quickly, allowing him to reach challenging shots with precision. The ability to make such quick adjustments enables him to extend rallies, return aggressive shots, and even turn defense into attack by forcing his opponent into awkward positions. Agility training is not just about fast feet. It enhances the body's ability to react to stimuli. Whether it's the sudden movement of an opponent or the unpredictable bounce of the ball, De Minaur's quick reactions give him a crucial edge. His court coverage and ability to retrieve balls from difficult angles keep opponents guessing, forcing them to take more risks and often resulting in unforced errors. Proper agility involves more than just quickness. It demands accurate, controlled movements. Every angle, step, and pivot matters in tennis. De Minaur's drills focus not only on how fast he can move, but also on the precision of his foot placement. This precision ensures that he remains balanced, even while moving at full speed, allowing him to hit powerful and controlled shots from any position on the court. At the heart of De Minaur's agility is his ability to generate power. Rapid changes in direction require bursts of energy, and without sufficient power, it's impossible to accelerate, stop, and pivot efficiently. Every time De Minaur needs to chase down a drop shot or sprint to the opposite side of the court, his ability to generate explosive power from his legs determines how quickly he can respond. The smoother and quicker these transitions are, the better he can maintain an offensive edge or defend against aggressive shots. Power is not only important for accelerating toward the ball, but also for decelerating at the right moment. In tennis, players must frequently stop and change direction within a fraction of a second. De Minaur's footwork drills emphasize rapid deceleration, enabling him to come to a halt without losing his balance. This allows him to immediately push off in another direction, maintaining momentum and staying fully engaged in every point. De Minaur's game also requires what is often referred to as multi-directional agility. Unlike sports where movement is predominantly linear, tennis demands rapid shifts in all directions, laterally, diagonally, and even backward. The ability to move fluidly in any direction gives De Minaur the freedom to adapt mid-rally, whether he's tracking down a lob or cutting off a sharp angle. His agility training ensures that he can generate power from any position, minimizing the time it takes for him to transition between movements. A key component of agility is reaction time, the interval between recognizing a stimulus and executing the necessary response. In De Minaur's case, reaction time comes into play during nearly every point. Whether responding to an opponent's sudden change of shot direction or adjusting to a tricky bounce, his ability to react quickly helps him maintain control over rallies. Reaction time depends on the body's ability to transmit sensory information to the brain and deliver motor responses efficiently. In De Minaur's footwork drills, reaction-based training focuses on accelerating this process. The faster his body can interpret and respond to stimuli, the quicker he can position himself for the next shot. This rapid processing allows him to neutralize powerful serves, track down wide balls, and take control of the point, even under extreme pressure. Warming up is not just about getting loose. It primes every system in the body to perform at its highest level. Research shows that tennis players perform significantly better when they complete a proper warm-up. And De Minaur's meticulous approach ensures he gets the most out of every match and practice session. His warm-up raises body temperature, allowing muscles to contract more efficiently and reducing the risk of injury. It also primes the cardiovascular system, getting the heart and lungs ready for the explosive movements and rapid changes of pace tennis demands. Engaging in active stretches prepares muscles for the dynamic forces they'll encounter, ensuring smooth and efficient movement patterns. Beyond the physical benefits, De Minaur's routine plays a crucial role in mental preparation. It sharpens his focus and reinforces the coordination needed for complex tennis movements, helping him engage the nervous system and establish a rhythm between his brain and muscle. This connection ensures that every movement is deliberate, fast, and controlled. De Minaur's warm-up doesn't stop there. It also aids recovery by gradually slowing down the body's systems and flushing out metabolic waste that could hinder performance. Maintaining flexibility and range of motion keeps his musculoskeletal system primed for action. Through his consistent routine, De Minaur ensures that his body is not only ready to play at the highest level, but also prepared to recover and remain injury-free throughout the demanding tennis season. His commitment to mobility and stretching training has become a crucial part of his routine, enhancing his movement and maintaining the longevity of his career. Flexibility is essential for tennis players, providing them with the full range of motion needed to execute powerful and efficient strokes, reach for difficult shots, and move dynamically across the court. Given the intense, repetitive demands of tennis, where quick lateral and rotational movements are required, flexibility not only improves performance, but also plays a key role in injury prevention. De Minaur's mobility work ensures that every joint in his body functions optimally, allowing him to fluidly change direction, twist, and extend during rallies. Greater mobility in the shoulders, elbows, and wrists gives him better control over his shots, enhancing both power and precision. Players who develop superior flexibility in these areas can hit with more force and better technique, keeping them competitive at the highest level. For De Minaur, this level of preparation helps him stay fast and agile, with a reduced risk of injury from overexertion or improper mechanics. One of the pillars of De Minaur's mobility routine is dynamic stretching, performed before matches and practice sessions. This approach helps activate his muscles, preparing them for explosive movements while increasing his range of motion in key joints. Tennis demands sudden bursts of speed, rapid decelerations, and abrupt changes in direction. Dynamic stretches warm up the muscles and make them more pliable, reducing stiffness and minimizing the risk of muscle strains during these sudden actions. By priming his body before play, De De Minaur ensures his movements are smooth and efficient from the first point onward. This enhanced readiness allows him to play at his top level from the outset, reacting quickly and moving confidently around the His quick lateral footwork and sharp rotational movements are only possible with muscles that are properly warmed up and flexible. Equally important to De Minaur's training is his post-match static stretching routine, which aids in recovery and relaxation. Intense matches and training sessions leave muscles tight and fatigued, and static stretching helps lengthen them back to their natural state. This process improves blood circulation, which carries oxygen and nutrients to tired muscles while flushing out metabolic waste products that can contribute to soreness. For a high-level athlete like De Minaur, recovery is vital to maintaining peak performance throughout a long season. Static stretching promotes faster muscle recovery, enabling him to return to training with less discomfort and minimizing the risk of overuse injuries. Regular stretching also helps to maintain balance between muscle groups, which is essential in a sport like tennis, where imbalances caused by dominant side overuse are injuries are an ever-present threat in tennis, given the physical demands of the sport. De Minaur's emphasis on flexibility and mobility training reduces the likelihood of injuries by maintaining muscle balance and preventing tightness. Flexibility in the joints and muscles gives the body more freedom of movement, reducing strain during play and decreasing the risk of injuries, such as muscle strains, ligament sprains, or joint issues. The ability to move smoothly in multiple directions and generate power without stiffness protects De Minaur's body over time, ensuring that he can sustain his high-intensity playing style. Tennis involves constant twisting, lunging, and sprinting, which can place tremendous stress on the back, shoulders, and legs. Flexibility training helps De Minaur maintain good posture and minimize strain on these areas, preventing chronic injuries and extending his intense cardio training, particularly his running routines, plays a pivotal role in his ability to stay competitive at the highest level. Known for his relentless speed on the court, De Minaur's running-based conditioning not only enhances his endurance, but also sharpens his footwork and explosive movements. Running is widely regarded as one of the most effective forms of aerobic conditioning for tennis players, not only for building cardiovascular fitness, but also for improving the player's ability to cover the court efficiently. Tennis demands a blend of anaerobic and aerobic energy systems. While the sport consists of quick bursts of intense movement, such as sprinting for a drop shot or chasing down a wide serve, matches also require sustained effort over time. De Minaur's cardio regimen reflects this dual demand, helping him develop both explosive speed and the endurance to maintain that speed throughout long matches. Despite being classified as an anaerobic sport due to the high-intensity bursts required during rallies, aerobic fitness plays a crucial role in sustaining performance. Aerobic capacity, measured by VO2 max, the maximum rate of oxygen consumption during exercise, allows players to recover quickly between rallies, games, and sets. For De Minaur, maintaining high aerobic fitness means he can perform at his peak during each point, regardless of the match duration. It also helps him recover between matches, tournaments, and grueling practice sessions, ensuring he remains sharp and ready to compete. Running is a cornerstone of De Minaur's fitness training, enhancing both his speed and footwork. On the tennis court, players are required to accelerate rapidly in all directions and decelerate just as quickly to change direction. The sprinting and high acceleration movements involved in running translate directly to the demands of tennis, helping De Minaur stay ahead of opponents with his exceptional court. His ability to retrieve seemingly impossible balls and return them with precision reflects the effectiveness of his conditioning. De Minaur's running workouts also improve his aerobic efficiency, allowing him to sustain his intensity throughout long matches. Tennis is characterized by short bursts of effort lasting between 4 to 10 seconds, followed by brief recovery periods of 10 to 20 seconds, with occasional longer rests of 60 to 90 seconds between games. These intermittent bursts require the ability to perform at a high level during rallies and recover quickly in between. Running builds the stamina necessary to endure these fluctuations in effort, giving De Minaur an edge when matches extend into multiple sets. Fatigue can impair both technical execution and tactical decision-making. As matches progress, players need the mental clarity to make the right decisions, anticipate their opponent's moves, and execute precise. Helps delay the onset of fatigue, ensuring players like De Minaur can maintain focus